Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're on to episode 3 of our Resonant Rise version 2.5.2 Let's Play, and as you can see, there is a lot of cobblestone lying around now. If I open up the map, not sure if you guys can see it really well, but I've got a general layout going here for a new building. As you can see, I've been testing out a couple of different floor materials, heaps of different brick ideas. But this is going to be the general shape, so I thought I may as well quickly show you guys this before I work too much more on it, because it is going to take a little while, and I dare say I won't show much of this on camera, because it takes a long time, and I don't know whether or not to fill a full episode with just me building this. You never know, I might stop in every now and then and talk about some decisions I'm making. But yeah, so that is the plan for the time being. So I don't know when I'm going to come back with the next segment, but I'm sure I'll keep you guys updated on what I'm actually building here. So you can see some of these fancy factory blocks from Chisel. I'm going to mainly use this mod when it comes to designing this house, because it is freaking awesome. If you put in some limestone, you get a heap of different things. If you look at the Chisel in NEI, you get all of these different materials you can make stuff out of. So that is the plan. We'll see how we go, and I'll check back in when I have more to show you guys. So here we are, guys, a little bit later on, and what you can see is I've sort of started building a lot of the base out of what we're going to use. Now this stuff here, I've been using a lot of Chisel, which has been really awesome. So we're using these futuristic armor plating blocks for around the base, and then also some pillars here, just for a little bit of difference, and then the rest of it is just cobblestone used through Chisel as well. And also we're cooking up a whole heap of glass here, also from Chisel, so we can plonk that around the place. Now that is cooking up pretty quick, but I've got a fair bit going on here, so that is going to keep working. You can see we've got the marble floor here. Definitely something we'll have to look at is lighting this place up, because we don't want mobs spawning in here. That would not be fun. And also the plan is, if we ever want to expand this base, we're going to expand upwards. So we'll probably use elevators from, hang on, let me have a quick look here. From open blocks, that's what it is. So I'm going to use those in each of the floors, right in the center, I think. Just go straight up and down, depending on where we want to go in the base, but that is the plan for now, so it's going to be extendable and whatnot. I thought I'd show you guys this. Also, I'm going to have to move my smeltery here in a second. Oh, another thing you should notice is all of the chests, it has ticked over into Christmas Eve for me here while I'm recording this, so all the chests are all Christmas themed, so that's pretty neat. So yeah, I'm going to have to move this smeltery up into the new base here in a second, because I want to make myself some new tools, because as you can see, I'm going through a fair few of these ruby pickaxes and shovels. I think it's time to make myself some new Tinker's tools. So I think I might move that off camera here, and we'll start working on that while I'm waiting for all my stuff to cook up so we can keep working on the base. So I'm going to move the smeltery, and once I've done that, I'll get working on some new tools, I think. Alright guys, so it's been a little bit of time since I recorded last, and as you can see, we've pretty much finished our first layer to our tower here. So let's go inside and I'll show you a little bit. So as you can see, we've got our smeltery inside, and I've also changed up how we're pouring out of the side of it, because the way we had it set up before, we'd keep getting half filled ingot casts, so I have to reset it all the time. It was really annoying, but I've put faucets here on all 3 holes, so hopefully that'll be a little bit better. So yeah, that's what we got going on here. You can also see I've put down all of the Tinkerer's construct tables and stuff that we found in that village in episode 1. You can also see I've already got a couple of tool patterns in the pattern chest, and so yeah, that's that. And also over here, I've moved all of my stuff from outside inside as well. So you can see I've got a chest for ingots, all this other good stuff. All set out in here, and we've got a couple of barrels from Jabba here as well, full of just random junk. And that bottom one's going to be for sand when I go out and find a fair bit more. So yeah, that's the general layout of the house so far. And also, we head downstairs. You can also see I've got a little bit of a layout for where I'm going to dig down, because I want to put all my power generation downstairs, away from all of the upstairs components and stuff. So the general plan, I don't know what these are. They're called dryads. I think it got something to do with trees and stuff. I remember hearing about them before, so hopefully that won't annoy us too much. But what I need to do is make some... Wow. That was a bit of a derpy jump up into the building. But yeah, so what I was saying was I'm going to try and like set out all my machines in like a square. So like I've been looking a little bit through like the 3 or 4 main mods that you want to sort of do. You've got Buildcraft, you've got IC2, Mechanism, and Thermal Expansion. They're the 4 sort of mods I want to start off with by putting the machines in here. So I've got to sort of get a little bit of a layout going. But you can sort of run all your Buildcraft stuff off Thermal Expansion as well. So we might do like a full corner for Thermal Expansion, Redstone Flux, that sort of thing. And then we're going to have like Mechanism, and then we're going to have IC2 or something like that. Because I want to get into a little bit more Mechanism this season, because I've played it a long time ago. It was pretty fun, some of the machines and stuff, and it's been upgraded a little bit since then as well. So I dare say we'll do that in the next little bit. I can't really sleep through the night, but like I said before, we're going to get started on making ourselves some better tools. Now you can see I've already got a steel pickaxe, but I can't repair it because it's just the standard recipe. So we're going to make ourselves a nice pick and a nice shovel. And I've also been going through our table of contents here. Which one's materials and new? I think this one is the red book. You can go in here and you can look at all the different materials. And what I think we're going to go with is we're going to have steel heads on all of them, so we get the, let me just find steel really quick. Might be a bit further through. There we are, so you get the reinforced trait. You get, it's got pretty good durability. So we're going to have the steel head, and we're also going to get a paper handle on both of them. That allows 1 extra modifier, which we'll use in the early game here, which will be good. And then the next thing is, because with the pickaxe, you need to have a binding, come on, let me sleep, a tool bind, I think they're called, something like that. Not sure what I'm going to use for that, probably end up being steel or something like that. Where is it? Yeah, tool binding pattern, tool binding bit. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to get some resources all lined up here, and I'll be back with you guys in a sec once I'm ready to go. Alright, step 1 in getting our new tools, what we need to do is make ourselves some casts so we can pour our steel into them. Now, if you look inside here, I've already cooked up some aluminium brass to get ourselves going, but the first thing we need to do, we're going to go with our pickaxe head, tool binding pattern, and I also need, because we're going to make this one out of paper, we don't actually have to make a cast, but I need to get myself another stencil here so we can get ourselves our shovel pattern. So the way that you do that, I'll show you quickly. We get ourselves some wood, some sticks, is in a crafting grid. You can get stencils like that, patterns, sorry, blank patterns. So then we go over our stencil table, I think this is it here, yep, plonk them in, and you keep clicking next pattern until you come up with the one you want. So I'm going to leave that in there. Next thing is, like, I don't know whether I showed this on camera how to make the ingot ones, but how you do it is you have an ingot in there and you pour the aluminium brass around it. Well, it's pretty much the same concept. So what you can do for this is use cobblestone to make a cobblestone or stone shovel head. You can also do that with the stone binding. I wonder if you can use, oops, that for the pickaxe head, probably not. So yeah, you'd get all of these 3 patterns here. So once you've got those, you can actually use these in making a tool, but it's not very good for where we're at this stage of the game. Usually you make tools out of that stuff really early on, if you don't want to go making tools all over the place. So we got to get rid of these patterns, and then we'll switch these out for some of these ones that we just made. So plonk these in the tables, and you'll notice I pulled the timers off because I didn't just want it to pour out randomly. So you right click them so you can fill up around the different patterns. Oh, why is that one not pulling out? Alright, doesn't matter. Yep. Maybe it didn't pour properly. Sometimes that happens for some reason. I don't know why. But we'll go again. There we go. That one's worked. So now you can see we've got ourselves some casts that we can pour into. So we'll get rid of these. What have we got left in here? I'll have to drain this molten aluminum brass. So I'll do that in the ingot casts. So I'll get this going real quick, and then what we'll do is grab some steel. Actually, I can put these away now. We'll not need them. Where have we got some steel? Yeah, the way I made this, actually I'll just grab all of that, is if you look for the recipe, I talked about this last season, but what you can do is in the alloy smelter you use molten iron and molten manganese, and you get molten steel. So that's a really cheap way of getting steel in Resonant Rise. And you find a lot of this manganese ore really down deep, which is good. So that's why I've been mining that up. We'll go again. How much have we got left? Probably 3. Yep. So I'll pour one more time. Okay, so that should be pretty much empty now. So how much? So you can see when you hover over the different parts how much it'll cost. So the total here will be 3 ingots, or 3 bits of material, because we need 1 pickaxe head, 1 shovel head, and 2 tool binding. Actually, no, we don't. We only need 1 of these, so it's gonna be 2.5. But we'll have to go with 3 anyway for now. So we'll pull these out again, swap them over. Alright, looks good to me. I'll pull this out and quickly put it away because we won't need it. Go back over to our smeltery. How are we looking? I'm going to cut here, guys, and come back once this is melted. Alright, so we're nearly there. Not so much time left to go on these until they melt. Come on, steel. And, oop, alright, where are they? There you go, you can hardly see it, but there's 3 in there. So now we'll pour ourselves 1 of each. All come down here, that's what we like to see. And that's all we'll need for these, so I can replace these again. Now the problem is, I get these out of here. We've only got half an ingot's worth of of steel, so we got, so you can see 4 nuggets and 8 millibuckets, which is half an ingot. So the way we get rid of this is you pour one. You pretty much, there's probably a better way of doing this, but I pour it and just break it. That way it gets rid of it. But you can, there's probably a way of salvaging it somehow, but I just don't care about half an ingot of steel. Alright, so now that we got these, put our patterns away, because we don't need them anymore. Next thing is getting the paper handles. Now I'll have to go searching around for some reeds, because I don't think I have any right now, which is a shame. But I'll come back once I've found some reeds so we can make ourselves some paper. So yeah, stick around, guys. Okay guys, so I've got myself some paper here, so we're going to go ahead and get ourselves our 2 handles. No, that's not the handle. This is it. So 1, 2. That's good. Alright, so now we can go over to our tool station and assemble our couple of tools. So, I don't know what we're going to call this one. So, maybe, well, usually it defaults to steel pick. Wow, that's got hardly any durability on it too. That's alright, we'll put a diamond on it. So we could call this one, I don't know, let's call it early pick, because we're going to replace these anyway, a fair way down the track. Okay, now shovel, so it's probably going to have hardly, it's about the same, early shovel. Alright, so now, these are pretty good on their own, I'm not going to lie, they could be a lot better. So what we're going to do is, I'll just have a quick show of how quickly they go. They're not bad, but they definitely could have some improvement. So what we're going to do is use some modifiers, which are sort of like enchanting without the enchanting side of things. So if we go back into our book, I'll have to grab it out of our bookcase here. Have a look, see there's a tab called modifiers. So if we skip a long way through, where are we? So yeah, first of the modifiers is the diamond. You can see you get 500 extra durability. So I'll probably put 1 on the pick and on the shovel. If we keep looking, we'll definitely put redstone on both of them as well. So we get added mining speed. You could put auto repair on, but because we got so much steel, we don't have to worry about that just for now. Auto smelt's an interesting one as well. Keep looking through. I'm not going to put fortune on this first pick. I'm going to make another pick later on where we can have fortune. I'm going to put on, though, instead, a silk touch. This is because I want to mine up things like coal and redstone all in block form. And that way we can then use it in pulverizers and stuff to get extra different things. So if we look at the redstone ore, where is it here? We look at the uses. Let's find the pulverizer. You get a 25% chance to get cinnabar. Now you can then use this to triple your ore output for ores like gold and stuff that are pretty rare in the game. So that's what I'm going to do for that one. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all of those sort of things to start off with. Then we'll go for a quick mining tour downstairs to show you guys how good the new tools are. And that'll probably do us. I'll have to check how far through this episode we are, but I'll show you this really quickly as well. This is a watering can that you can create through extra utilities. I won't be able to look up the recipe for that. But if we go through here, we find the empty one. It's a pretty straightforward recipe, and what you do is you go right click on some water, and then you just stand by your crops, and then you go water them. Now it's supposed to increase the chances of them growing, which I used before on these to get myself some paper. See, there you go. You can see it's pretty quick about growing stuff. So I think that's just a quick way of, if you don't have any bone meal or anything, just go ahead and, especially for crops like sugarcane where you can't bone meal them at all. So that's pretty handy. So yeah, I'm going to go get some modifiers for these. I'll probably put them on them. I won't show you guys. I might show you just the start of it. So actually we can do this right now. This is pretty much what you can do with all of them. So I'm not going to put that one on. I'll show you these two really quickly. So if we go to the tool station, put our diamonds in, we're going to put that on the pick and the shovel. So you can see the durability's gone up heaps, which is good. But also, because we want it to go a fair bit quicker, so you can see the mining speed slowly going up. So we're going to put 50 on this all day. What you can do is put these into blocks as well, and it's a lot quicker. Hang on, I have to actually go to a crafting table for this one. Put it into a block. Go back to the tool station. Chuck these on, and you can see it goes up fairly quickly. For now, I'll only put one on there. Oh, oops. Get that back. Yeah, we'll get one tier on here before I run out of redstone. So you can see the speed's now up to 12 compared to, I think it was 8 that we started off with. So I'll put that on the shovel as well at some stage. We'll actually quickly show you how quick this thing is. So it's a fair bit quicker now, which is good. But I've got to go ahead and get myself some string so we can make our silk touch modifier for the pick. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then once I get back, we'll probably be pretty close on time, and I'll go down to the mines and show you guys how it goes. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, so we're down in the bottom of the cave, and I'm just about to try out my new pick here. Like, if we have a quick look, we can see it's got rideable, it's reinforced 2, durability 500 plus, it's got haste, silky, and that means it has silk touch. So that's pretty much what I want, except I want to put 2 more levels of haste on it, because one of the things you can do is you can put a block of gold with another diamond on the pick, and what you get is another modifier slot. So that'll be something for down the track as well, if I decide to do that with this pick, or if I've gone to the nether before then, I might not. I never know, but for now this is not a bad early game pick. So what you can see is everything that I pick up now is picked up as its ore form, which is good. So if we go along in here, oh actually I want to pick that up. And another neat thing about this pick, if I right click, hang on, let me just mine this out really quick. If I right click with this pick and I've got the torches right next to it, it puts a torch down, which is good if you're going to do some strip mining or whatever. But let's jump up here, let's find another silky touch sort of thing. So you can see we've got an emerald ore here. You can mine that up and it gets to its ore form, which is good to see. So yeah, this is like our new pick that I'm going to be using for the next little while. I'm definitely going to have to do a bit of mining between the next episode and this one. I think Silk Touch doesn't work on the Thorncraft stuff, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for today, guys. We've hit about 20 minutes there, I guess, give or take a couple of minutes. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, guys, as always, I'd really appreciate it if you click that like button. And then also, if you've got any comments or want to let me know about something that I've probably missed, which is always there's a possibility of that always, because there's so much stuff you can do in mods. Let me know down below in the comments. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to keep up to date with this series. We've got a lot to go in the next couple of days. We've got a lot of things I've got my mind on that I want to make. So yeah, that's going to be happening soon, guys. Thanks again for watching. My name's Mr. Snoresby. I'll see you in the next video.